So I'm Jerry Rummel, this is my wife Sandy, and this is Core Energetics of Rockland. And we're located at 2 Strawtown Road in West Nyack, New York. And this work is about individual and couples. Sandy and I do a lot of couples work together. Process work that differs from a lot of types of therapy, in that it's not just talk therapy. So there is some moving of energetics in the body to free up some of the wisdom in the body as part of the process, and this journey of getting into this core. I mean, that's kind of this idea of core energetics is, how do you get to the core qualities that we all have as our unique gift in the world, and then how do we bring that out and be more alive with that?
The process is actually based on the learnings, the teachings of Wilhelm Reich, who actually studied with Freud, and he determined in this work with Freud that the head-to-head stuff wasn't enough. That actually, as we kind of withhold and contract and kind of deal with everything that happens in our lives, that we actually form blocks in the body, energetic musculature blocks in the body. And he felt that in helping to open these blocks, to help move the energy through the body, that it opens you more to more life in your being, more life force flowing through you. So the healing was, for his patients, were much more profound. Reich was a student of Freud's, brought this theory to Freud, and Freud disagreed with him, because I guess at that time you didn't question Freud's. He was the
big dog.
Right, he was the big guy. So Freud actually, they separated at that point, and Reich went out. He felt strongly about it, and he went out and created this whole body-oriented piece of psychotherapy. So that's where they split.
I think I just want to add one thing. I think there's an important piece to talk therapy. So the other great student that Freud had was Carl Jung, and my theory is that they picked different avenues. So with the Jungian approach to therapy, there is a lot of conversation. It's mostly conversation, and the approach to dig into the roots of what's going on. And it's kind of the patriarchal energies that are there. And then with Reich, I think he tapped into the matriarchal energies, so kind of the earth energies, and the body's part of that. And then to find out what the mysteries of what we build in and hold in ourselves as we grow up, with, as children and young adults, and as we get older. And then how do you release those mysteries of the body, and in feeding what the work is that a person, whatever challenge is going on for them.
Actually, I just wanted to add that what Jerry said is important, because what Reich noticed was that even as little ones, I mean really little, like even as young as in the womb, a child can receive woundings from the parent. No parent does it perfectly. So every little one comes into this world with this kind of, I'm here. And then all these things happen where the child learns to adjust, accommodate, be more acceptable. So it's like, be quiet, too loud, don't cry, all these messages from the outside world, particularly from parents, but from the outside world, where the child begins to kind of go, oh. So they're constantly adjusting and accommodating, and it actually forms like this muscle kind of contraction of, this. So eventually, the muscles contract rather consistently. And that's where we tend to form these blocks, is when the muscle is continuously kind of protecting, the blocks actually form in the musculature of the body. And so we develop places in our throats where we can no longer speak freely because we're holding back, holding back. Don't be too loud. Don't talk now. Children should be seen and not heard. Blocks across our hearts where we're constantly trying to protect that place that's so tender. You know, you form this kind of armoring that says you can't hurt me. Blocks across the solar plexus, the diaphragm, where you don't breathe deeply. I mean, if you walk around, if you think about it, we don't breathe deeply. We have to be reminded, oh, take a deep breath. You know, so it's so this work, actually, we do a lot of work with breath and opening this place up in ourselves so that life can begin to kind of ease a little. It opens up, it softens a bit, and you can breathe more deeply again. When you breathe more deeply, you live more fully. So there are blocks all over our bodies and different I'm going to say characterologies, but that's another. We all form these characterologies, and I can talk more about that later. But we kind of block in different places.